Days of Our Lives spoilers tease that Belle finds Sean at the SPD. She tells him Julie wants her help pursue her own mother. After talking it over with him, Belle agrees to take Julie's case. Susan bangs on the crypt door yelling for help. John, still chained, growls, "Shut the hell up." Her pounding and screaming is making his head explode. As she tries to commune with the spirits in the crypt, she reveals she doesn't remember what happened after she turned into a cat. John shouts that she tried to seduce him. Susan recoils. She'd never betray Dr. Marlena Evans like that. John interrupts her rant to tell Susan it wasn't her. The devil transformed her into Kristen. Susan is apoplectic, thinking she made John cheat. He assures her nothing happened, but he warns that the devil is coming back. Susan panics and pounds on the door. John rolls his eyes. As Susan slumps to the floor, she starts pinning her hair back. His eyes light up. She can pick a lock with her hairpin. Susan gets excited and tries to follow John's lock-picking instructions, but fails. John thinks she might have better luck with the door. She runs to the door and tries to unlock it. As Abe and Paulina stand in front of Marlena at the altar, Chanel stands up. She has something to say. Thinking this is about her not being maid of honor, Paulina says she already explained why she asked Lanny to stand up for her. Chanel blurts, "You asked Lanny because she isn't really your niece, she's your daughter." Paulina orders her to sit down, as the guests gasp, but Chanel steps to Lanny. "We're not cousins," she says, "we're sisters." Abe asks who told her that. Chanel looks to Marlena. Chanel says it doesn't matter and asks her mother to confirm it. Paulina hates to say this, but, "My only daughter is lying." Lanny asks Chanel to tell her the truth. Chanel says she'll put her hand on a stack of Bibles if she has to. When Paulina repeats that Chanel is lying, Olivia stands up and says she can't bear this any longer. She tells Lanny that Paulina is her mother. Eli holds Lanny as she tries to process the news. Olivia tries to explain they thought they were doing the right thing. Lanny sobs as she realizes Abe isn't her father. Abe calmly asks Paulina if it's true. He tells her not to lie because he can see it written all over her face. Paulina wants to get married first and then they can talk. Abe can't believe she thinks there's going to be a wedding. He walks out. Eli holds Lanny, as Paulina runs out in tears. Devil beams. As Chanel cries on Olivia's shoulder, Eli leads Lanny out so they can talk in private. Kate asks Roman if he wants to find Abe, but he knows Abe will find him when he's ready. They leave, as Theo yells at Chanel for making his dad's wedding day all about her. She could have handled it differently, instead she made a spectacle of things. Devil revels in the chaos she created, and then steps in to defend Chanel. She suggests Chanel take Olivia home. Olivia follows Chanel out, but gives Marlena the evil eye on the way out. In the private room at the chapel, Eli asks Lanny if she ever got a DNA test. She cries as she recounts she just believed her mom. Eli says this doesn't change anything, but Lanny disagrees. She recounts how hard it was to not grow up with a dad. She missed out on all the father/daughter moments Eli will have with Jules. Then, when she came to Salem, she thought she found her family. But Abe isn't her father and Theo isn't her brother. "It's just me." She sobs on his shoulder. Eli assures her she's not alone. She has him, Jules and Carver. He knows she won't lose Abe and Theo either. Lanny doesn't think it will be the same, but Eli says Abe loves her in every way that counts. Lanny wonders how he always knows the right thing to say. Eli says, "It's my job." Lanny knows she couldn't cut Abe out of her heart if she wanted to, but things will change whether they want them to or not. Eli urges her to get the whole truth from Paulina. At Paulina's, Olivia asks Chanel if that head shrinker made her blow up the wedding. She knows when the devil has someone's tongue. Paulina follows Abe to the square. She wants to explain, but Abe doesn't want to hear it. It meant so much to have Lanny as a daughter. It was a big part of who he was. He can't believe Paulina let him give her his heart knowing how much he loved Lanny. Paulina says she never meant to hurt him. She truly loves him. He spits her love is like everything else, one big lie. He lost his daughter because she kept the secret to cover her guilt. She swears she kept the secret for him and Lanny. Paulina tells him the truth about why she gave Lanny to Tamara. She knew she made the right choice when she saw how much Lanny and Abe loved each other. She will not apologize for that. Abe wonders if she's only coming clean now for herself. He won't listen to any more lies and walks away. Days of Our Lives viewers know that as Daredevil, Marlena can read minds and sense what's in souls, as well as take over minds and souls. Daredevil is no one who should be taken lightly or ignored completely, and Belle may suspect that her mother is again possessed. It's a good bet that Belle may be considering getting the devil to show himself in Marlena, but where would she go from there? That is only one of the important things that Belle needs to think about before she tries. Stay tuned to Days of Our Lives, and keep checking Days of Our Lives spoilers frequently for all the latest news, updates and developments.